Neil wanted me to say a few words about why more women don't come sailing with their fellas on their yachts. Of course, I realise some fellas don't want their ladies to come sailing with them, so I'm going to ignore that. But if you do want your lady to come sailing with you, there are a few things that you have to consider. Number one is safety. Don't bring me out in a tub that's going to scare me. I need to know that the engine works, that the sails are good, that the rigging's great, that it's going to go and it's going to stop when it needs to, and that Neil can fix anything and he has all the tools and all the spares and everything he needs to fix anything if it breaks. Number two, comfort. I've got this one friend and he said that he has no idea why his wife won't come out sailing. And I found out later he doesn't even have a heater on the boat. Really, honestly, it's gotta be comfortable. You've got to be warm. You've got to, what have I put here? I made a note. You've got to be warm. You've got to be able to make a cuppa. You've got to be able to sleep if you're tired and you're staying overnight. And you've got to be able to go to the loo in relative sort of comfort and what's the word? Anyway, number three, I've got down here as entertainment. I like to be able to charge my iPhone. I like to be able to listen to my radio, listen to a talking book. Neil's with me on the entertainment thing because we've got a movie screen that we can watch at night. So there's plenty of things to do while we're sitting around in the evening, which is lovely. Number four is you've got to be useful. You've got to have a job. You can't just sit there and watch him run around, which I must admit I usually do, but he does give me jobs. Like, it's my job to keep the logbook and it's my job to watch the weather, and I do watch weather forecasts quite closely. I also operate the radio whenever we're coming into port or leaving or making communications. A useful job other than the dishes, please.
Can I just interject there?
Go on then.
It's also Maxine's job to stop me being a stupid ass and doing stupid things and keep me alive. And believe me, I need that 2% just to keep me alive. Simple things like clip in.
Well, that's number one, safety. I like all the safety equipment to be working, to be used. I mean, a life jacket is no good unless you're wearing it, Neil. The final thing I've got down here is number five, and I really think this is important to most ladies and wives. Please don't stress out if things don't go wrong. I mean, things do go wrong, which they always do on a boat. Nothing, it's exciting. Please don't have an epi, because that just is horrible. And if you have a major epi about something that's not working, not going right, or something like that, I won't feel inclined to come out with you again. So is that good enough, or is that too brutal? It's the truth. It's the truth. That's why women don't come sailing quite so often with you.
Okay. The other thing that I think minor annoys you is, how about when I have to do repairs on the boat?
Well, you're right. But that comes under number two, comfort. It's when you decide that you're going to change the alternator. Why don't you wait till we get home or something? Don't turn the lovely cabin into a toolbox that I have to sit in, because that's just not comfortable. So
what you're basically saying is you don't want me to take all the seat covers off, get all the tools, put them down the middle of the floor and get stuck in, and then complain when I have oily hands onto the white vinyl. Does that get to you a little bit?
Well, oddly, yes, it does get to me rather.
One thing I can say here is, the other day Maxine said to me, "Oh, come on, let's go sailing." How wonderful is that? Your wife nags you to go sailing. Guys, listen, it's wonderful. And the other little things which I think are very important, there must be ice in the gin and tonic. The tonic must be in the fridge and must be cold.
Honestly, that's his thing rather than mine. I just as long as there's gin in the gin and tonic, I'm happy. So have I forgotten anything? Leave a comment below. And one more thing. Please remember that gentlemen do not sail to weather.